Hi, I'm Michelle at awesometarot.com. Deciding to get a tarot reading can be a fun, quick, spur-of-the-moment decision, or you can take your time and be careful and choosy, just like if you were looking for the right doctor or counselor to help you. Finding someone that you can be comfortable and at ease with is very important. And thank the lucky stars that we have YouTube now, because it's easier than ever to get a sense of a reader and really help you find yourself someone who is going to bring you perspective, insight, compassion, and even tough love when you need it. When you're looking for answers, trying to find the right career path, looking into love matters, even looking at family disagreements, or just wanting to know what your dog is thinking today. All of those things can bring insight and peace of mind. But further than that, it can give you a fresh, new outlook, a new perspective, a way of looking at your life outside of the box. So again, this is Michelle with awesometarot.com. Check the link below. I'd love to do a reading for you today and show you how you can make all of your dreams come true tomorrow.
Hi, this is Michelle with awesometarot.com. I'm doing a reading for Sherrysalt, who is looking to find out some information about her current living situation, her relationship, and her job situation. So I pulled a Celtic spread here, and so the very first card we've got, which represents the present, is the Four of Cups. You know, this is the apathy card, looking within. You know, it looks like you've got responsibilities, but nothing is challenging you. You're definitely not very interested. You know, life is not holding a lot of interest for you. So crossing that, we have the immediate challenge facing you, and that is the Eight of Cups. So you were asking about your relationship. Cups cards usually have to do with strong emotion, so unless you have a lot of strong emotion about your job right now, I'm thinking that this is probably about your relationship. And this really is the card that talks about you know, lack of energy, getting really tired of the way things are, possibly thinking about, you know, moving on. So it really does look to me like the relationship is not challenging you anymore, it's not supporting you anymore emotionally, and that is strengthened by when we look at the distant past. It looks like in the past you have the Knight of Wands reversed, and you know, this is not a nice guy. Maybe this is the current relationship person, or a relationship that you've had in the past, but this guy is jealous, he's impatient, he's indecisive, he has trouble with commitment, and he can even be a little violent. Yeah, this is definitely, you know, a distant past, shows you know, maybe something that's happened to you in the past. And when we talk about violence, it doesn't necessarily have to be physical violence. It can be verbal abuse, you know, it can be monetary abuse. This can even, you know, relate to a parent, although usually that's signified with a different card. But if you had a parent who was really immature, that could definitely show. And so then we have the card that signifies the recent past, and that recent past shows the Page of Swords. So the recent past, I think, shows maybe what I think this card probably signifies you. I think that this shows that you are trying to have an effect, you're trying to use your head, you're trying to speak truthfully, maybe to the person you're in a relationship with, as well as to yourself. I think that it shows that you've been working pretty hard at your current job, but since it's the page here, it shows that you still got a lot to learn, but you're probably not getting anywhere very well with that. So then we're going to move on to our next card, which is the best outcome. And this is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups represents goodness, innocence, childhood. And I think what this card means for you in this position is that getting back to basics. Getting back to who is it that you were when you were younger? What is it that excited you? What is it that captured your imagination and your interest? I think that that's really important for you to start spending some time thinking about that. In the immediate future, we have the Hermit reversed. And this shows that it looks like you're going to have to put up with maybe a little loneliness. So it doesn't spell well for the relationship. Could be a breakup, or it could just be a separation. But it definitely looks like you need to get prepared to spend some time by yourself. And that's not a bad thing, because then at that point you can turn this Hermit around and get him to where you're looking at that in a more positive light, doing some introspection, gaining some strength through solitude, getting some inner wisdom, taking a look, like going back to this Innocence card here, of what is it that you really want and who are you really on the inside. So then we go to the factors that are affecting the whole situation. And here, I apologize for the glare, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And again, going back to the job and the relationship, I think that this signifies really what you think that you would like. You would really like to not have to worry about money, to have some permanence, have some stability, and maybe even, kind of, just leading a normal, life where everything is secure and happy. And that's definitely not what you've got going on now, which is understandable because everything is in flux for you. So the external influences would be this Ace of Swords reversed. So it looks like, and this is possibly at work, it looks like you're putting up with a situation where somebody's pushing their weight around. This card also signifies victims and bullies, definitely somebody being heavy-handed. I think that this is definitely the card that is talking about what's going on with you at work. It definitely looks like this is something where you do not feel satisfied, that you are not getting your due, that you are not in a position where you're going to be able to progress. Now, the really interesting card are the next two. Your hopes and fears. Now, normally the Ace of Pentacles is a good card, but in this position as your hopes and fears, I think this is what you really are worried about with this job and with this relationship, that you're not going to be able to start making a beginning towards prosperity in your life. And that's something that you have to decide. What is it that's really holding you back? Is it the job? Is it the relationship? Is it both? And it's entirely possible that it is both. Because we go now to our final outcome card, and that is the Devil reversed. This is an awesome card. This shows that if you do that introspection, if you do that deciding of what used to make you happy when you were younger, what things captured your imagination, you're going to end up with the freedom of bondage, the return of knowledge, the return of control, the return of positive thinking. So that's what I see here. And I think that you've got a lot of work to do on looking inward to decide who you really want to be, who you want to love, and who you want to work for. Because it looks like everything is possible for you. And it looks like everything will end well. So this is Michelle with AwesomeTarot.com. I'd love to do a reading for you. Thanks so much for the opportunity. Have a great day.